Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Erin Shue. I'm the Interim Public Health Director at the Cabarrus Health Alliance, located in Cabarrus County. Joining me and speaking next is Steve Morris, Chair of the Cabarrus County Board of Commissioners, and also a Public Health Board member. Today I share with you that in Cabarrus County we have 18 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Yesterday I shared a case total of 12. Unfortunately, 2 of these individuals have died from complications from the virus. We've been working closely with members of both families, and our thoughts and prayers are with them during this time. We want you to know that we're doing everything we can for our citizens. We need everyone to take this virus seriously. No matter your age or your medical condition, it's important to take precautions in order for you and your family to remain healthy. We're restricted by federal law from giving details on either of these individuals, but what I can share is that one was in their 70s and had underlying health conditions, while one was in their 60s, traveling through North Carolina back home to Virginia when they needed medical attention. Today, officials with Cabarrus Health Alliance, Cabarrus County, and the municipalities of Concord, Kannapolis, Harrisburg, Midland, and Mount Pleasant are issuing a stay-at-home proclamation. This order basically restricts all non-essential business in Cabarrus County beginning at 5 p.m. tomorrow, March the 26th. We are also restricting mass gatherings to no more than 10 people. It's important not to panic, not to rush stores, and not to hoard items. You will be able to go to the grocery store, doctor's appointments, the pharmacy, to do outdoor activities such as walking and biking, and to visit restaurants to pick up food orders. We need to take time to take care of our neighbors, friends, and families, and that is what this order allows us to do. I encourage you to continue staying home if you are ill, washing your hands, and social distancing. I now welcome to the podium Mr. Steve Morris.
Thank you, Erin. There are families that are forever changed by COVID-19. Our thoughts are with them as they grieve the loss of their loved ones. While this is a solemn message, there is hope that we can work together to stop further spread of this virus. Those actions start with elected and appointed leaders. We've worked together to limit mass gatherings and to change our business practices while continuing to deliver services. We're proud here in Cabarrus County that all of the discussions that we have had regarding this situation and actions that we take have been with all of our municipalities throughout the county. And last week, we issued a state of emergency declaration to provide administrative support and proactive resource mobilization. Today, we announce a joint stay-at-home order that applies to Cabarrus County, the cities of Concord and Kannapolis, and the towns of Harrisburg, Midland, and Mount Pleasant, beginning March 26th at 5 p.m. The order emphasizes the seriousness of the situation, but it still allows for essential services to continue. It allows us to do our jobs, for folks to stay on their payrolls, and keep our community moving forward. As a small business owner, I understand very personally the serious impact that this has on our county businesses and their employees. You will still have access to needed goods and services. Let's once again stand as a model for the state of what a resilient community can accomplish. Our individual sacrifices will lead to better outcomes for our entire community. Our resilience will help us overcome this challenge. We want to keep you informed of this and other processes. Please continue to follow Cabarrus County and our municipalities on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and turn to our website at cabarruscounty.us. Thank you.
We will now open it up for questions. We have a few minutes to take a few questions if anyone has any. I believe the phone line is open.
Yes, I have a question. Drew with WCCB.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to tell us?
Continue to follow Cabarrus County.
Let's go with Drew, please.
Yes. Is it? This is Drew speaking now. Is it possible for you to tell us whether or not the two people who have died due to complications of the virus, whether or not they contracted it through community spread, or if they contracted it through a tracked or traceable way?
It's a great question, and no, for those, I cannot confirm how it was contracted on either of those cases.
Thank you.
Hi. Hi, this is Robin with Fox 46.
Hi, Robin.
Hi. Is there community spread in Cabarrus County? I believe you said 18 confirmed cases. And just wanted to clarify on the second one, the one in their 60s, were they needing medical attention and passed away in Cabarrus County?
Sure. So the first question was, is there community spread in Cabarrus County? And what I shared yesterday on our daily video is we do believe that to be the case. Yesterday's statistics were 40% appeared to be travel related, 20% appeared to be direct contact with a known case, an additional person, which left about 40% where we were unable to identify a source. So we do believe there to be community spread in Cabarrus County, and that's why our leaders have taken this important step to keep us safe. Can you repeat your second question, Robin?
Yeah, I just wanted clarification on the first person I understand was in Cabarrus County, the one who was in their 70s, but the other one who was in the 60s, were they traveling through Cabarrus County when they needed the medical attention, and did they pass away here?
Correct. So traveling through North Carolina through Cabarrus County when they needed medical attention, yes.
Courtney Davis with Spectrum News. I was just wondering, for the other cases in Cabarrus County, is there an age range that you can give? I know in Mecklenburg County, a lot of the cases have been under the age of 60. Are you guys seeing mostly people over the age of 60 with this, catching this in Cabarrus County, or what's that like?
Sure, that's a great question. And I'll point you to our website. We've been working closely with our partners at Cabarrus County. And putting together some mapping of the county and some additional information regarding the cases. And so if you go to cabarrushealth.org and click on our COVID banner on the homepage, on the left side, there is a data link, and you can see our breakdown of cases and some of the demographics. Again, what I reported yesterday was the average age was, I believe, 44. And so of all of the cases, again, I've not looked at the data or had the chance to analyze the data for all 18 today, but yesterday's 12 cases were an average of 44 years old. And that will be populated and updated daily so you can continue to look back.
Jason Huddle, Cabarrus Magazine. I have actually two questions. One goes back to the death of the person that was traveling through. Just to clarify, we don't believe that they contracted the virus in Cabarrus County. They just received treatment here, correct?
Correct. Traveling through when they needed medical attention. Correct.
Okay, and the 18 cases, does that include the two that passed away, or is that 18 additional cases beyond the two?
No, that includes the two, so a total case count. So we will continue to add to that to see what our sum is over this entire event period.
Okay, thank you, Aaron.
Yep, thank you.
Aaron, this is Courtney Davis with Spectrum News again. With that stay-at-home order that you guys are passing here and everything, when it comes to outdoor recreation, I know some counties have been saying that they're still encouraging people to do that. What are you guys saying, whether it comes to going to playgrounds, parks, are those going to be open and everything?
Sure, great question. So we understand that people's mental health is very important, as is their physical health during this time period. So we want people to get outside and get fresh air. We want people to practice the social distancing. So the playgrounds in Cabarrus County are closed, so the monkey bars and the swings and those sorts of things. However, greenways and our parks are still open for people to use at this point in time, as long as our residents can continue to really monitor themselves and social distance.
This is Drew with WCCB. What about testing? Do you have any information on the amount of tests that you guys have been able to conduct and how many you're still awaiting results on?
That's a great question, and I wish I could give you very specific answers. Because additional facilities are testing, so Cabarrus Health Alliance is able to test, Atrium facilities, Novant facilities, some individual facilities. It's very hard to understand exactly how many tests have been completed in the county. So no, I can't tell you that. Which then leads me to be able to say, I can't tell you how many tests are pending at any given point in time. What I can tell you is that those who are meeting the criteria for testing are being able to get those tests, and I think that's really important. So we're able to get people, if they have an Atrium primary care provider, Atrium's doing a great job of triaging and getting their patients served. The same with Novant and then with Cabarrus Health Alliance.
And then just a quick follow-up. Do you know the number of those 18 who have tested positive? Do you know how many are either currently hospitalized or needed hospitalization?
How many are currently hospitalized or needing hospitalization?
Or have needed?
Needed.
Past tense.
I believe we have 2 that remain hospitalized. But again, that was information from early this morning, and this situation truly is ever evolving.
Thank you very much.
I think we have time for maybe
Aaron, Courtney Davis again. With the additional testing site at the ZMAX drag strip, has that helped you guys be able to test more people in Cabarrus County, or is that just for, any one area that needs to be tested?
Sure, that's another great question. So the ZMAX test facility is an Atrium facility, and I think what's important is it's not a mass testing facility. So it's not a drive-through testing facility where anyone can just show up. You still need to be referred from your primary care provider and be given a time to show up. So I think that absolutely we're increasing capacity when we have those additional sites. I think it's also critical to consider where those sites are so we can be diverting traffic away from other heavily populated areas, such as our emergency rooms.
Hi, this is Robin, again with Fox 46.
Sure, go ahead, Robin.
Wondering, as far as the businesses that are included in this stay-at-home order, I know it's essential businesses, but can you run down kind of the list and what people can expect? Because we get a lot of questions about, I work such and such and do such and such. Am I a part of this stay-at-home order?
Sure. Well, what I will say first and foremost is the stay-at-home order will be on the Cabarrus County government webpage, along with all of our municipalities and towns webpage and Cabarrus Health Alliance's webpage. So for those specifics, you can visit those and review the full order. But things that are considered essential very quickly, and this is not going to be an exhaustive list or comprehensive. So stores that sell groceries and medicine, food and beverage, charitable and social services, the media, gas stations and businesses for transportation, financial institutions, hardware and supply stores, critical trades, mail, post, shipping, in educational institutions. So that's about half the list. So I would encourage everyone to take some time to review the full proclamation when it's signed and posted on those websites.
Final question, preferably from somebody who has not had a chance to ask.
Hey, this is Susanna with WSOC.
Hi, Susanna.
Hi. So, I'm sure that this is laid out in the order, but wanted to just see if I could get your take for a second. In Charlotte-Mecklenburg, the police department is obviously, working with county officials. They are encouraging, voluntary cooperation from the community, but are able to make a misdemeanor arrest if it were to ever come to that. Is it going to be similar in Cabarrus County?
Yes, so absolutely. This order and this proclamation is not intended to be punitive in terms of issuing citations and misdemeanors. We really are hoping for voluntary compliance. Our law enforcement officials in all three of our organizations have been great partners to work with this week as we've drafted the order and reviewed it. And have finalized it. And so I think what you will see is a very similar approach to what Charlotte-Mecklenburg has taken.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So we are going to close our session now. I'd just like to thank you for sharing this. Would like to remind everyone, stay home if you're ill. Please be kind to our grocery stores. Buy what you need, but don't hoard. And please take care of one another.